And give me 1 second.
Intellectually petty radio on your stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order. Intellectually petty radio on the stereo. Don't compare us to anything, this a different scenario. We break records while we pushing the culture forward. Great music and big vibes right in that order.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty Nerd DJs Radio Network. Yo, and I'm fucking up because Chauntel is absolutely one of the most hilarious people I think I've ever encountered in my life. I had this big ass super intro already, and she you know what? One of the dopest individuals you will ever meet, and very, very down to earth. The owner of the Clever Curation Group and the creator of the Center Circle Show. And if I don't read it, I will fuck up the names because I'm horrible. Anyway, how you doing, Queen?
Hey. How's it going?
Life is great. How's your family?
They're very well. They're very well. I have a 14-year-old in the room right now packing his bags for New York City in the morning. So, yes.
Oh, damn. What's popping in New York City?
Actually, you know what? My baby is a chess genius. Okay, I don't know if he's a genius, but you know how to play chess and don't nobody else know how to play it. So we finna call him a genius at this point. Basically Bobby Fischer. I don't know. Anyway, he's going tomorrow to play chess at Central Park. The Central Park in New York City. Play chess.
Yo, I fucks with chess pretty heavy. So that's
Oh, you know how to play?
That's amazing.
What happened now? What is it? I don't know.
Huh?
You know how to play? Like what? I have no clue like how to play it or
Yeah, I mean I know how to play. I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I do have a chessboard.
Okay.
And you know, me and Pops used to play back in the day, you know, so
2 thumbs up. Let me know how. I'll let you know how it worked out. I'm going to be on the sidelines eating popcorn and watching the kids. That's what I got.
Yo, congratulations to him, and tell him please keep it up because we need more brothers. And I forgot, I'm trying to think of the brother's name. It was a dude with cornrows too. That was like fucking phenomenal. Anyway,
no clue. I'm just learning. I'm a first timer.
How long has he been playing?
Since the summer, and he's won 2 tournaments already. And one at the Bengals Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Just random. We were the black people that they invited, you know, like how the black people having the little organizations and stuff. We was one of the black people that they invited, and my baby won the whole thing. Crazy.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think it's dope that you supporting him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So what's going on with you? Wait a minute. Let me make sure I get this right. The Center Circle Show. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
What is that?
Center Circle Show. I like to describe it as an intimate curation of musical performances. And so basically, in so many words, it's like MTV Unplugged, but make it Detroit. So we have all of our local Detroit, lots of local Detroit artists that are on this show. It is available now on Tubi. Check out episode number 1 with the Pharaoh Giovanni. You're gonna love it.
That's a big look right there.
Listen, he was an amazing artist to work with, like genuine and professional to the core.
I don't know what's going on with the audio. It just doesn't sound as crisp as I like it to sound.
Damn it, man. What to do?
I don't know. Did that help? No,
Actually,
it did not.
sound exactly the same. And so I don't know.
It didn't help from my standpoint. The echo cancellation sometimes help, but sometimes it just fucks it up. And it just fucked it up.
I'm not even in a tin can today. I don't know what to
So,
do.
so, what made you come up with this? Why did you want to do this?
What, Center Circle? You know what? So it started. I started a project with a company called My Touch Films. They were actually the catalyst to kind of uh, get me started in this, and I just started doing shows with them. We had really, really small audiences at the time. And then Dennis Reed came to me from GR2 Productions, who's like the Tubi guru of
Man,
Tubi. Shout out to Dennis Reed, but he came and wanted to put something like that on his platform, like to really give Detroit artists a look and an opportunity to contribute to this culture. That's what's most important to me. And so this was, I always say, like, there's so many artists and not enough art out here. And so when I look at the artists that perform and when I look at this show collectively, like as a whole, like this is my art and I'm sensitive about my shit. So therefore, I put, a lot of heart and soul into it to make sure that it was really like portraying exactly what I wanted and giving you that feeling of hip hop and a connection to this culture. And that was my contribution. So that's really the main reason why I wanted to do it, is because I wanted to leave a legacy. And I really feel that it's important to leave an impact wherever you go. So whether it's I walked into a room and these people were laughing like hysterically when I left, or they experienced a musical situation that made them just feel amazing on the inside, and it could have helped somebody for that day. You know what I mean? So that's really my goal, and wanting to just provide this art to the masses.
so what you listening to? Who you listening to?
Well, right now I can't stop listening to the beat. Listen, I don't know if I'm Kendrick. I don't know if I'm Drake. I don't know.
Okay, stop lying. Stop lying.
Yeah,
You got you got a side. Everybody got a
I
side.
don't
You
know
lying
what
right
I'm
now.
listening. Listen, I'm all over the place. Okay.
Oh, come on now.
I'm all over the place. And so that's pretty much what I've been listening to, just because is there anything else to listen to right now? Like, is there? It's not.
Your man Kendrick is up like 100 laps right now.
Yeah. There's no dispute.
Yeah, like
Not gonna lie and act like I don't love Drake's music better than Kendrick's though. Not gonna lie. Just saying.
oh, I think that's a general consensus. Although it has nothing to do with Kendrick's ability to make really,
Oh no.
because Good Kid, Mad City was fucking
But did you do it or
crazy.
not?
You say who?
People that are able to do things and then people that actually did, which is
I mean, well, he was doing it, and then
it's gotta be a something with it. Ain't it crazy? Fuck you up
yeah,
for a second. Damn.
he started. He found himself.
And that ain't the same feeling you had with Drake. He never had a theme. He didn't have to. There was no theme. There was
I,
no pause. There was none of that.
I mean, Drake. I don't think his was. There was not an emotional connection per se.
I agree.
It was all a business transaction.
Facts.
And he was actually like I had them a little kind of neck and neck until Kendrick put "Not Like Us" out, and it
Listen,
was.
Kendrick is. I'm not. And I didn't. Listen, Kendrick has dominated to me. I'm also 41. I'm gonna leave it there.
First off, you're not, but that's a whole nother story.
I'm gonna leave it there just because even the perception alone, like just to see where we're coming from compared to where others are coming from and the value that artistry holds, like it's a challenge. Looking at the comparison just even between the generations. So,
Where you from? Detroit?
East side, we in
Oh,
this
that's unfortunate.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. The East Side is
We have the most down to earth women ever in life. I hear like people that are from Detroit when they like talk about East Side women, they always say how down to earth we are. Like we're just really like that deal, like to the point where people can just relax, and chat.
oh, okay. We'll go with that.
I'll take it.
What part of the East Side you all?
Red Zone, 48205.
What city? What street is that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, You're like, and where's that
Yeah,
now?
I'm from the West Side, 7 Mile.
That's gonna be 7 Mile and like Hoover, Shaner, Osborne,
Oh yeah,
Pershing,
yeah,
Osborne,
yeah. That's East Side,
DMV.
East Side.
Mhm.
I'm not mad at that though.
I'm not either. I love it.
Is it difficult as a woman trying to put together shows dominated by men?
Absolutely. Listen, there are a lot of hanging mics out here. Okay, they're hanging. Everybody performing, and we're doing a great job. What?
Nothing.
What
Go
are
ahead.
you laughing? A lot of hanging bucks out here, and most of those shows are produced, directed by men. And I'm happy to say that I'm the only black female that has produced, directed, edited a performance platform on Tubi. And it may be, a humble beginning, but it's definitely a start. And I'm really proud of where this project is going.
What sisters you got on there?
So there's a young lady, her name is Brooklyn Fisher. So this particular series, this season was male heavy, lots of male performers. But my next season is going to feature a lot more um, artists and really give you that diversity that you're probably looking for.
Are we talking asses and titties
Yes,
music, or
we're
are
talking y'all. Whatever that particular artist form of artistry is, we want everyone to lean into that, show up as your authentic self,
mhm.
really truly like honor that, like I said, the contribution to this culture that you'd like to make. Because this is your legacy that people are going to see for years to come. Things don't delete from the cloud, you know it.
Man, you ain't lying about that. Okay, so the Clever Curation Group, what's that?
So that is my business that. So I used to focus. I'm going to tell you a little secret.
Okay.
I used to focus on three levels of business, which was PR, brand management, and event production. However, I've had such an overwhelming and warm response from event production and my building of this show that I've had to kind of scale back on a few other services that I offer. So I no longer offer PR and branding. I actually only do event production at this time, and I love it here. I'm so excited to be able to scale that and expand it, just getting that nationwide look and having that product available on Tubi has been the catalyst of many, many, many more things to come. So I'm really excited about it. And yeah, my PR babies, I gotta scale back for a little bit. Hopefully, I'll come back to that. But my business is based on event production, and I love it here.
Okay, so I got a game show I came up with a few years ago
Okay.
that I've done a couple of times live. I used to do it and give away money online.
Oh, we finna get. Hey, everybody that's watching, we about to get paid. I'm finna
Well,
win for sure.
it's been a while since I've done it, but I've been seriously considering bringing it back.
Okay.
And basically, it's like a Jeopardy for Black folks.
Okay. Ready.
All the questions are, well, I don't have the questions now, but
I'm
I
not
guess
gonna play the game.
no, you're not finna play the game.
Oh, I was ready.
Um,
Like, okay, let's go.
well, matter of fact, since we there, okay, Air Force is a top 10 since you want to go there.
Air Forces, because top 10, I'm sorry.
I'm
It
about
just
to
was my error.
I'm about to hang up on you. That's so
I'm-
disrespectful.
The question is black Air Forces or white? That's really the real question. Who are you?
Yeah, when you say black was, I'm not saying another word.
I don't know. Even
What-
he said, listen,
Best Coney.
it's a little scary.
Best Coney.
Is you like that? I don't know. I don't know.
No, I'm not like that at all. Not anymore. Anyway, Best Coney Island.
Ooh, Roberts,
What
7
is
Mile
it?
and Walker.
I don't even know where that's at.
Everybody who know, who know. If you know, you know.
Oh man, see, I don't know. I haven't been to a Coney on the east side And,
Everybody on the east side knows that Roberts is the best Coney Island ever, ever.
and sad party. Well, actually, my auntie and my cousins grew up on. Well, my auntie didn't grow up, but she had a house on Chalmers for like 40 years.
She's gonna know Roberts.
Then she
Actually, I'm inclined to actually have you to put me on pause and call Auntie and ask her and be like, Auntie, I want to know, did you ever go to Roberts? And she's gonna be like, yes.
You know what? Let me because everybody's in Detroit right now. Because rest
Okay,
in
put her
peace to
on
my aunt.
pause. What I'm
Well,
saying.
my aunt Pat passed away. We got a funeral tomorrow. So
I'm so sorry to hear that.
yeah, rest in peace to her. But I'm actually gonna ask the East Side contingency
Robert,
of the family, Roberts. Let me write that down because I will forget. It's been, I'm old. All right. So, but my point was, okay. So I want to get this game show back to the nation.
hmm
How do I go about doing that? How would you do that?
so who is your target market? Like, who are you trying to reach? Who do you want to buy this? And
HBCU students.
show. Okay, so do you have a list of all the HBCUs?
A list, not per se, but it's in my
That's
head.
the start. Ain't nothing in your head gonna come to fruition. Well, things in your head will come to fruition. However, it is a best practice that you write things out because lots of times you can encounter gray areas and areas of vagueness that won't serve you very well when you're trying to present in a professional manner. You want to be clear, you want to be concise, you want to be black and white, and you want to be a person of your word that actually does what they say they're going to do. So, when it comes to thinking about the game,
Hmm.
the service, the first thing I do would be to look and see, well, what are all of the HBCUs? Where are they located? Let's talk about that. And then we should probably look at when would when are some popular times that college students would play games? Would it be in the morning when their 9 o'clock classes are? Probably not. Would it be? We can talk offline if you want to kind of talk about some
I
strategy.
actually do. Because and the way I was thinking about approaching it was more from like let's say the Kappas and the AKAs.
Okay.
If I can get those two fraternities, that fraternity and sorority for Howard, Tuskegee, Hampton, Spelman, and Morehouse, just those alone, and then go down to the next level. But yeah, we definitely, yeah, I like what you said. Like that is. Did you
That's
go to?
like basic 101. Like, let's first find out who the HBCUs are.
Well, I'm not that bright.
You are. Look at what you're doing. You've got graphics on your
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, that's called paying somebody to do the graphics. I didn't do this shit myself.
Look at that.
No, I just got
You're
a
important.
microphone and some headphones. I look important.
You're the bomb. You're a real piece of work, and we all also appreciate you and your journalism that you've been providing to the
Oh
clear
Lord, you got
space.
some cue cards in front of you or something?
I just am speaking from the heart, sir.
Oh my God, stop it.
Like, stop it. Keep going. Stop it. Just saying.
Okay, so
We ain't even said that. We ain't even talked about that.
we ain't talked about shit. Business wise, what made you get into the business?
Woo! So when you say the business, do you mean what made me start to create a show and produce a show on Tubi, or do you want to know like how did I get interested in the music business as like in general?
I want to know how you got interested in the music business in general. Did you
Okay.
go to school for that? If so, what did you major in?
Okay. So um I was 16 years old and I don't know how I found out that there was like such thing as radio station internships. Don't ask me how I found out. But I found out there was such thing. So I went to 105.9 Jams on the Boulevard. I'm older, so a lot of people probably don't remember. But it's
I'm
where
old. Okay, stop saying that.
it's where WJCZ used to be. Remember that? So it was on the boulevard, and it was our hip hop station competitor, direct competitor of WJLB. And so it was my first couple of days there, and I had lied and said I was in college, but I was really in high school. And they let me intern, but I didn't have any like classes to like apply the internship to. I just knew I wanted to be outside and like in mix. Like I didn't really know what type of career it could create, but I just knew that I didn't like none of the fields of interest that they were throwing at me at school. Like I didn't want to be a nurse. I didn't want to go and like be an engineer, none of that shit. Like I just wanted to be around some music and in the mix. And the best way I knew to do that was to work at the radio station. You following me?
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that. 16, they allowed me. Um, I get to be like 17. I was turning 17, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I turned 17. I'm graduating from high school. My very first day, it might have been my third day. First week for sure. First week for sure. I meet this gentleman that is a Def Jam radio rep. I don't know what a radio rep is. I barely know what Def Jam is. Okay, I'm 17 years old, right? But I meet this guy and he's like really cool. And my first day or that first week when I started working at one of our putting jams was Summer Jam. Remember when they started? It was at the
Oh.
State Fairground, right? So Summer Jams at the State Fair, everybody that was on the rock was at Summer Jam except Jay Z. Like it was Beanie Siegel, it was Memphis Bleak, it was Freeway, it was all Rockefeller, like at the Summer Jam except Jay Z, right? So this particular day, like I'm rocking and rolling, I'm like, shit, this is what the fuck I need to be doing for the rest of my life. Like I'm convinced this is where my heart and soul is. I love working here at this radio station, and I love this guy at Def Jam said I can work here. He said one day I can fucking work there. So I took that. Like this is just a random person that I met on my first week of working at the station, right? So I'm keeping all these numbers in my Nokia that we used to play Snake on. Remember those phones? So I'm keeping all my little numbers. I'm like, okay, I done met this nigga, I done met this. Everybody, they at the station. I don't know who they are, what they do, but I'm taking everybody's number at this point. And they talking to me, so fuck it, I'm going with it, right? So I ended up getting some summer jams, whatever. Ended up creating a bond with this gentleman. His name was shout out to Drew Rives, Universal Music Group. He is the Def. He's still the Def Jam Midwest Regional radio rep. And so his job was to uh, present all of the new music to all of the different station PDs,
Mm-hmm.
so programming directors. We would go and we would pitch these songs or pitch these new releases to get these radio stations to play Def Jam's music. And so by way of that, I was able to learn like what EDS is, what is SoundScan, what does it mean to for a radio station to actually program a song into their system, like what are the logistics behind how you get from creating a song to actually hearing it on the radio.
Okay.
So that foundation was all that I needed for me to take it and just run with it. And so with that, I did lots of other positions. I worked at my college radio station. I worked at ALB. I worked at iHeart. I worked for Def Jam. Worked for Sony DMG. And my last position at iHeart, I met a young lady. Her name was Angela Yu years ago. Met this lady years ago. And we never lost touch. You know, we always kept in touch. Um, she had gotten a show called The Breakfast Club. I'm pretty sure you're familiar.
Heard of it.
Yep, may have. So she got this show and she was, excelling, doing very, very well. And I heard her one day saying, I'm going to do a documentary about women in hip hop in Detroit. And I'm like, shit, I'm a woman in hip hop in Detroit. Like, so I ended up reaching back out to her after all those years. And we connected. And she was the person that kind of like really took my situation from point A to point B. gave me lots of foundational tools, technique, how to scale my business, what I should be trying. There were so many things that I used to do that I didn't even know costed. Like I didn't know I was supposed to charge people. I would just do everything for everybody and just be happy with that.
Mm.
And so once I kind of got into this management position and got Angela as my actual client and we began to work together, she really poured into me in ways that I can't say that any other than Drew at Def Jam or and another young lady at Sony BMG, her name was Sabrina Underwood. Other than that, I can't say of any people that actually poured into my career and true uh, benefits and success and what I could receive by accelerating the work that they, shared with me.
So
And
wait a
that,
minute. So you managing Angela Yee?
so we have a management deal, and she does have, as you know, she's a multifaceted, multi-talented woman, has several businesses across the country, and so in Midwest, there is one agency that handles lots of management and bookings, and that would be the Clever Curation Group.
Okay.
Everybody knows that, I thought.
Well, apparently, not everybody. Who else you managing?
So I can only listen. I will never overpromise and underdeliver.
Okay.
Uh, I'm only able to like take projects as they come. Angela Yee is always going to be one of my, my number one client.
Yeah.
Um,
Understood.
Anthony Thompson at AT Network, you may know him from Love and
Had him on
War.
the show.
Yeah, so Anthony, just a plethora of people. Like you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at the people that are behind the scenes that have created lots of activations, events. If you went to Kanye's Sunday service, you was working with me and Drew, or Drew and me, I should say. But yeah, if you came to Sunday service, that was me.
I'm not
Yeah,
that. I'm not that popular.
I'm just giving you an example. I'm not pop. Listen, I had no NFL draft week activations. I had no motion. So
I got
therefore,
nothing. I got nothing. People that been on the show, I get shit. I'm like, man, fuck y'all. Wait till I spin the block on y'all niggas. I'm so upset about that shit. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
I'm like, let me get you a T-shirt over there. What's your address in the chat?
Yeah, I absolutely will. I
You
will
like the
rock your
brown one?
shit.
I'm gonna get you a brown Clever Curation Group T-shirt for you. I
I
want you to wear it on
absolutely.
your next show.
Hey, I got you. Matter of fact, I went to Rose Spit's store to get some of them Jordans, and they didn't have none.
Oh man, dang it! How long ago was that? They've been on sold out them bitches for 3 years. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what? I had him on the show, and I didn't take advantage of getting them then. And so we went up there. I don't know. It was just like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
the buzz is over. I go get cop me a pair. The buzz is not over. So I'm curious. Why aren't you in front of the camera?
probably because I'm retarded. I'm a real nerd. I never know what to do with my hands, and that's probably the reason. But speaking of roast pit, shout out to roast pit. That is a long-standing friend of mine. So I had the pleasure of being able to facilitate their PR run for Atlanta for that Detroit Jordan drop. We did radio interviews at gosh, I forget the station name. I want to say V103 if I'm not mistaken. With Head Crack and L'Oreal. So we did that, and then we did Sirius XM, Hip Hop Nation with Torre. So that Detroit Jordan Atlanta press run was a fun time, and shout out to the homie Roast Bear. He's actually DJing on my show on Center Circle. So shout out to him, and we're looking
Yeah,
forward to
definitely shout out to
it.
Roast Spit. I had Head Crack on the show too, since I'm just dropping names. But
That's
fuck
the
it.
homie.
Oh yeah, my resume is crazy. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Hey, Cookie.
Yeah, we've been doing. I've been doing this shit for a long. I was doing this shit before podcast was like a thing.
Period. Because it was internet radio and then nobody want to download that shit. Like, what?
Oh
Internet
my
radio? What
god,
else you talking about?
I still got my blog talk channel.
I love it.
To this day, I still upload shit because it gets me on iTunes.
Yeah, facts.
You know, um, yo, what for? You really need to be in front of the camera though.
Why? What are you talking about?
You have got charisma up the wazoo. You're good to look at,
Oh,
and
thank
you have got an energy about you that is just engaging.
thank you. I'm proud of that.
Yeah,
So,
no, you should be. Like I personally like I used to have co-hosts.
okay.
If I was going to have co-hosts again, you would be one of them.
Yay! All right, I'll volunteer. Let's do it. Let's do a fun day. This is the
I'm
day.
dead ass. You fucking around. Nah, I'm dead ass.
I'll find out.
You know what? All right. So what do you hate about the entertainment industry?
Oh, are you ready?
I am.
I don't want to go on the negative. Is it time? Can I take the smoke screen off? The gloves are off.
You absolutely can, please.
Okay. So I absolutely hate people that don't do what they say they're going to do. If you're bad at business, stay away from me. And I don't give a fuck about none of those bridges that I will burn because of it. Please stay away from me if you're bad at business. I just want people to cherish and hold true value and true space for actual execution. That means seeing a project through from beginning to end. That means not ghosting people. That means not leaving people on red. That means truly responding and actually being accountable for things that you are doing or projects that you are overseeing. That would be my biggest pet peeve. I see too often that people do not see everything through. They don't close the loop, and it just leaves so much room for improvement and opportunity for criticism that we don't need. Like we have the wherewithal to actually execute. Let's start to do it and really be genuine and truthful in our words, because all you have in this world is what?
I don't.
All you have in this world is your word. All you
Uh,
have is your word and your boss. And you don't break them for no one. Oh my
yeah,
God.
I was not trying to be sexist and say that. I'll
I
just.
mean, that's what the bottom line is. The bigger
It
speech,
is.
but it rings so close to the matters that speak to professionalism and that professional integrity that should shine through. No matter what anybody says or does, you should always have that level of confidence and professionalism to know that no one can shake you up in that manner, that you always executed exactly what you said you would do. And if you couldn't, that you weren't afraid to communicate that you aren't able to do what you thought you were able to. That's my big pet peeve.
The explosion of independent artists and independent businesses, has that been better for that complaint or worse?
I don't think it has any bearing.
Really?
Independent artists or businesses, mainstream, all of the above. Like people are people, and I and like it's too often that people hide behind their brands or certain larger initiatives. But at the end of the day, the demise of something or the lack of execution comes down to the person who handled said job or didn't handle said
I think these numbers got motherfuckers' heads fucked up.
job. Why
Yeah,
you say that? Why you
because
say that?
oh, I got 800 million followers on Instagram. That don't make you a good person.
Oh no, and then that make you a good business person,
It does not.
a popular person, and that's okay
Exactly.
too.
Yeah, but I think those people take that to mean those things. Well, I must be good at everything else because I've attracted a great volume of people.
So that to me tells me that you're influential and that you should be paid in the lane of influencing others to make a purchase or any sort of call to action, if you will. Like there is a lane for those individuals that are talented in that way because sometimes it's just in a person. Sometimes people just have a natural persona that is influential and people want to follow that. And their audiences are being tapped into by other brands that would like to get into the mental spaces or the psyche of said followers. So,
At what point what no just what ballpark number do you say okay you should be charging for advertising?
it depends. Are you speaking of like consumer advertising or business to business advertising?
Whatever the checks cash.
What was like anything at this point?
Pretty much, yes.
Oh dear. Give me the question one more time.
Like I'll say, for my fan page on Facebook, over the last matter of fact, let's see, I've been rocking with Rita for maybe about 6 months, and over that 6 months, I've probably gotten about almost 20,000 extra followers.
Okay. 20K followers is amazing. Listen, I don't even have 20K followers. So I actually am gonna turn that let's turn this frown upside down and turn it back on you. Sir, you can tell me the tips. What is the secret? Because it
Um,
sounds like you
oh
have it on lock. You just said you literally gained 20,000 followers over the last, what, 3 weeks or something?
no. It's been some months, but I think over the last, especially the last couple of months,
Mhm.
um, I just there's certain things that I have posted. I went viral a couple of times. Not off of me personally, but shit that I found on the internet.
Like what? Hit it.
Like this one kid playing the guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and this kid was playing. I've never seen a kid play. I've never seen anybody play the guitar like this. There was another one. I'm trying to think because I want to say I've done it about 3 times, and each time it's just been some random shit that I happen to see that I'm like, this is gonna get the people going, and it does.
Okay. So
It
you have
just
a gift. It sounds like you have a gift.
well, when I got a manager, she allowed me the freedom to do other shit as opposed to having to do everything.
Okay.
And Rita's so fucking good at what she does that I don't have to concern. Like say there's I used to I had levels of people I wanted to get on the show.
Hmm.
Of course, like kind of A-list celebrities, B-list, and so forth.
I
But
can't wait to see what that list looks like. I would love to see it. Who's considered the A list and the B list and the D list?
Tony Hawk is on the A-list for me
Oh wow! Haven't heard that name in years. What?
because I'm fucking fanatic of the video game.
Okay.
What's old
Not so
girl?
much the dating, but bike
You say
rider.
you say
Oh,
who?
skater, bike rider. What was he?
Who? Oh no, skater.
Okay, I'm like, I remember he was
Oh
something.
no, he is the goat
BMX
in
or
skating.
skater or something.
No, he's the
Skateboard or something.
no. Oh, and old girl that's in she's a ballerina, and I always forget her name, but I got it
Oh,
written
Misty
down.
Copeland.
Misty Copeland.
Yeah, she's fire.
Yeah, like for me, my A-listers are people that are goats in their category
Hmm.
that are obscure but extremely relevant.
Gotcha.
So I don't want the same person. Everybody try to get Jay-Z. Fuck that nigga. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
go
get.
ahead. No,
I'm never gonna get Jay-Z. Nor do I care.
you don't. You wouldn't care.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Wow. I don't know if we can. Where do I disconnect it? Because where do
If,
I disconnect this stuff?
if anything,
I'm
I have a
getting-
way better chance of getting a Nas than Jay-Z.
But does that mean fuck Jay Z though? Like you just dislike him now?
I don't dislike
Let's
him,
unpack that.
but the fact that I said fuck Jay-Z probably would lead me to get a Jay-Z interview before chasing the nigga.
Okay.
He used to everybody kissing his ass, and now I want a Jay-Z. I don't give a fuck if you come on the show, bro. Give me your chauffeur. Give me
Okay.
that nigga. I'll take that nigga.
Okay.
I
Jay Z.
look, yeah, I look at things differently. I don't even know. You see, you got me all fucked up. This is
Hey, we're
supposed to be.
so all over the place. I love it.
Oh,
You know what? Everybody that's watching, life is not going to be exactly on the course like how you think it's going to be. Okay. gonna be all over the place.
I'm really bad with this shit too. I got ADHD. It's bad.
Me too. What you mean?
Hold on, this is Rita telling me stop being the
Back on,
idiot.
back on track. Ask her about some shit.
So this is Rita like you don't know who I can get. Okay,
This
yeah.
is going left.
Actually, well, yeah. If we could get Jay-Z, I would not be like, no, nigga, you can't come on the show.
I
The only
was gonna question our friendship after this. I was gonna say, I enjoy the space. I have a hard time accepting. I have a hard time accepting. I don't know if I'm ready.
oh, there's only one person that I've ever banned from the show that has absolutely no idea I exist, and that's Black Thought.
And you banned him? Why? You don't like his thoughts?
Well, because
You hate his thoughts. You hate his
bear with me,
neck.
I live in Cleveland now.
Okay.
And some years ago, I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Mhm.
specifically to see the Roots.
Oh, so you went to a performance, not just like the
It
presentation.
wasn't a performance. They was just gonna be there,
Okay.
talking to the people, interacting. The rest of the Roots, Questlove, and the other niggas that I don't know their names was very engaging, very down to earth. You couldn't even tell they was in the Roots.
Okay.
This nigga Black Thought comes in with a $50,000 coat on, some the supermodel on his arm, and behind the velvet rope. And oh, I don't want to talk to you niggas. I'm Black Thought.
Oh man.
Yes, I have never forgotten that, and it has soiled me rather, to the idea of Black Thought being on my show. No, nigga, you can't.
And ain't got it. Ain't gonna get it. That's how you sound. Oh,
Speaking of that, okay, enough about me. Is there somebody, and you don't have to name names, but is there a type of person that you would not represent, or a specific person?
the type of person that I would not represent. Well, I wouldn't represent anybody now because I'm only doing event production. But
If
if
Jay
I
Z came
were,
to you and said, I want your representation," you
I'm
represent
on
Jay
top
Z.
of it. Facts. If facts, I'm on top of it. Okay, every which way. But I probably am not gonna like Lil Nas X couldn't come to me and say, "Hey," and that's not in regards to his sexual orientation. It's just I don't play with people that play with God. Like that's just me. That's a stance I'm always
Mm.
on. So when I say stuff like that, oh, you're homophobic. No, actually, I'm fine with that. Like I don't. But you're not gonna be sliding down on a pole from heaven to down to the devil with a thong on, and I'm supposed to be okay with it. I don't know. It's not for me. But it's for someone, and that's what they like.
I'm with you on that one. The moral compass is all over the place with a lot of people.
And that's only my compass. Like how Lil Wayne says, that's what's in it's my cup. Like I can't
Al-
control what's in your cup.
Although I thought that was one of the most irresponsible things he's ever said.
Although that to me is one of the most noble things that I've ever heard. It's my cup.
Yeah, but there's so many kids that are emulating your cup.
Hmm. But whose cup is it?
Doesn't it, you're so big of a star, it's not just your cup. And to think it's just your cup is disingenuous, and you're lying.
So pause. Here's the thing. Because I am an advocate of that self awareness and self preservation. And I know that everyone is not in tune to that, especially as a younger person that's watching and consuming this culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get like the responsibility that you mentioned, but I don't know that I can. I don't know that the responsibility of just minding your words overshadows the pure fact of this is my cup and what's in it is mine. And I'm happy, like my capacity of what I can handle and what I can control and what I can dictate right now is in my cup. Sometimes people's cups are empty and they can't pour into other things, and sometimes people's cups are so full that they can't receive anything more. You understand where I'm coming from? So, like, when I look at that, I'm like, I
I
probably like it's so baseline that it's literally right there, like it's my cup. You don't know my story, I don't know yours. That's
I
why.
think he didn't say anything so outlandish that it's okay. But had he said something extremely outlandish, he'd be held responsible.
Right. So the context matters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in that instance, with that particular interview and where that reference comes from, for me, it is his
Let me ask you this. Okay, Drake people come to you. We want, he's on the ropes right now. He needs damage control. He needs your help.
Mm-hmm.
Is his situation fixable by you?
No, you on your own, my boy. Not. I don't want to be. Because once you start going below the belt, I can't help you. Listen, only thing help you is either these hands from that nigga or you gonna have to let that shit down, my boy. I ain't got nothing. I can't say nothing else besides what you done said.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Am I lying? Do you agree a little bit? Kind of?
Um, yeah. Although, as far as the going below the belt, I think that was mutual.
I do agree that that was
I
music, but can
I
they come
think
back
that
from that? Man, I'm never gonna be able to fuck with you after this.
I'm gonna take it back to chess. And Kendrick was 17 steps ahead of this nigga. And Drake is not accustomed to that. Drake has always been ahead of everybody else, especially with social media. He had a response before you thought about what your response was going to be.
So how's
He
today different? Why is today different? What do you think?
Because Kendrick, when Kendrick responded in an hour, we all know he already had that in the chamber, but you knew what this nigga was going to say.
And you don't find that suspicious?
Oh no, it's absolutely suspicious. However, you were smart enough to have the foresight to not only the first song I thought was ass by Kendrick. It was too much. It was all over, but
That
not
first effort was I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, man, I wanted this to hit harder.
exactly. Yes,
That was me. Not
but
gonna
in
lie.
hindsight, he was
Oh,
setting this nigga up.
play for the exactly.
Yes, he had 3 other songs already done.
So then, can it be a freestyle?
Ain't no such thing as a freestyle no more. Niggas say that shit, and like I've seen Jadakiss do a freestyle, and then when the nigga told him you can curse, he started over. Like, but ain't no
Chill
such
on
thing as freestyle,
Jadakiss though.
huh?
Chill on Jadakiss because he's an amazing lyricist. Stop it.
Nigga can't make an album to save his life. Stop it. I know that hurt. I know that hurt. Tell me Jadakiss classic album. I'm gonna go ahead and wait.
Might not be a full album, but
Right.
the organic level of lyricism is unmatched, and you know that. Tell me somebody else that can go.
Oh no, if I need a shit talking song, oh he definitely up there.
If you needed a superior lyricist, is he up there?
No.
Hey,
The range on Jadakiss is pretty much shit talking and then why.
How I get this shit off my computer?
You tell me Jadakiss's range,
How I
please.
get off this shit off my computer? Because I'm confused. Why would you say that about kids?
T- Tell me. Oh my god! Now you got people texting me.
Because how did we get here? First, we was doing good, and then you came with some blasphemy. And I can actually hear your phone actually buzzing.
This is Rita. Hold on. And she never does this shit. So you know what? Rita.
I wish I could join in so bad on this live. You tripping, my nigga.
You can hear her.
This nigga is you fucking tripping.
You know what? Hold.
Number 1 through 5, my nigga. You fooling.
Hold your horses, Sparky. I'm about to send you the link, and yes, you can drop in. Cause your man's, when it comes to making albums or having range, it's trash. Oh wait a minute, I muted myself. You lucky.
I can still hear you. I can still hear that shit you talking about.
Oh my god! You know what? I swear to God, because y'all don't have no argument when it comes. Like Kiss is good in one lane and one lane only.
What lane is that?
Shit talking.
So shit talking and that's it.
That
We're
is
not talking
it.
about storytelling. We're not talking about lyricism. We're not talking about none of that. Really thought of your first thought was shit talking.
Exactly. What storytelling did he got? What the name of the song?
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely. Tell me. I need to know this.
We're talking about the freestyle storytelling.
First off, this nigga's never freestyle. We're not gonna do that. Don't do that.
What are you talking about?
This nigga's never freestyling.
How
Stop.
can you be so sure?
They always pre-written.
You gave that one example.
Okay, you tell me an example where this nigga actually freestyle.
Every other time, other than that one example.
Oh wow! Now we just gonna take this nigga word for it.
Every other time because that one time you mentioned.
Oh my god! Look, I'm not I guess I am discrediting him a little bit.
I mean, for you to really go there, like, I need you to chill on my man.
Like if I'm gonna pick motherfuckers, like definitely Styles P is a better MC than him. That hurts your soul, I know.
It did. I'm not gonna lie. So I have a special affinity for Jadakiss. Just from my Def Jam days. He was a real class act. When I tell you, Jadakiss was just as sweet and nice and down to earth and a genuine, like, nice, kind person. Just like Payroll. Like they literally like are the same in that lane, like just genuinely nice people. So I'm always gonna rap for them.
Hold on, and this has never been done before. But Rita's over here. Her whole face is about to fucking explode. Yes, Rita.
I just can't even believe you saying this on live, my nigga.
Period.
You said what about Jadakiss?
What you want me to lie?
The motherfucking top dead.
Of a lot of
What?
Top 5 what?
He is in the top 5 dead or alive. What the fuck? That's what the album said, my nigga.
Lyricism. Have you lost your mind?
Lyrics.
Top
He's
5.
the most metaphorical motherfucker ever. What the he was the
This nigga not even top 5 in his own fucking group. Stop it.
Wait, did you
Man.
Stop it.
Okay, let's talk about how to get that hate out your heart. What happened? Where did you first begin?
I'm for real. Something happened. Something had to happen.
When did you
Something
begin?
had to happen.
Top 5. So
Nigga, you done said fuck Jay-Z, and now you done just said that Jadakiss is not lyrically gifted.
Let me ask you this. Who do you like?
Who do I like?
Who is top tier? If it ain't Jadakiss, then who is top tier?
Well, first off, we got to get the random nigga out the pic. I can't hear.
Who was that?
I can't hear, bro.
Hey.
But anyway, Nas, absolutely. Rakim. Did you just buck your eyes at Rakim?
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, because that looked like you bucked your eyes at Rakim.
Oh
my god. I'm about to have another heart attack. I have had one before. Y'all about to take me again.
Oh my god! First
I have.
We need to dig into that. So, like, at the moment when you was having the heart attack, what was happening? Your chest was hurting. Tell us the symptoms so that other people should know. What happened?
Actually, I've had 3 of them. The first 2 I ignored.
Okay.
Wait.
You was eating your ice cream and then what? Like, what happened?
Back when I was smoking weed, I have not done that in years.
So, okay.
No, back when I was smoking weed, I'm sitting up with my peoples and we're getting high.
So you just sitting there. It's like several people sitting around.
Well, just 3 of us. And so I'm getting high, and I'm like, damn, I don't feel good. And so I laid down on the floor.
What was feeling? Was your chest hurting? Was you
No, none of
heart
that
beating
shit. No, I went my whole like I could not. It was like I was paralyzed.
fast? You
I
couldn't move your
couldn't
body.
I couldn't move my body.
And they just sitting on the couch, everybody just smoking, and you just turn around like, hey, y'all,
No,
you
niggas
move my
got freaked the
body.
fuck out. Like I'm like, dude, and then I had to use the bathroom, bad as fuck. They had to
Oh,
take me to the bathroom. Called 911 when 911 got there. I was feeling fine. I'm like, oh, you know what? Who I was smoking with was like one of those super weed smokers, who I never really smoked with them. I
mm-hmm,
was always a regular old school nigga.
mm-hmm.
So I just tossed it up to y'all shit is way too advanced for me. I got just too high. Okay, I go home. Months
So
go
wait,
by.
so at this point, you done already had one heart attack, and you done came back to, and now you done went home at this
Yeah,
point.
I go home and months later, same shit happens. And I'm like, okay, you know
But
what?
you spoken with these same people?
No, 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 no,
Same
no,
time?
no. But this time, I had been drinking a little bit and just little, and smoking my little regular weed. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, same thing as, I got a little too high, blah, blah, blah. Then it happened again. And my wife was like, dude, what you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, it's time to go to the hospital. And I went to the hospital, and they was like, bruh, like all of your arteries is over 90% blocked. You should have died.
What?
Yeah. They was like, you can't leave.
So what you do? You
I
just
had,
sitting there.
yeah, I had surgery.
So then, so like, how long it took you? You still be smoking?
No, I have not. I don't. I used to smoke cigarettes bad. Like I was down to up to 2 packs. I haven't smoked a cigarette. Matter of fact, it's been 4 years almost to the date.
Is there? Can I put? You know how on Zoom you can put claps and stuff on there? You can't do that, but that's I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Damn. You done had? You sure? Have you written your book yet? Have you started? Like,
No, my life ain't that. That.
no, you had three fucking heart attacks.
Yeah, but that nigga, that's like a chapter. Nobody wants to read that shit.
I don't know about you, but all I can think about now is the heart attacks you've had and like what was happening. Like,
Yo,
damn.
I mean, since we on it, yo, that shit has changed so
So,
much about who I am.
so look, okay, let me ask you this. So like, okay, the third time when it was your last time, and everybody was like, all right, we finna take you to the doctor. You was laying there like this, and they was coming in the room, and they finally was like, sir, you have had three heart attacks. Like, what was you even thinking? Did you think you were about to die then again? Like, what happened?
Well, they did. They never said that I had 3 heart attacks. I told them because I knew that it was exactly the same thing happened 3 times. So when they came to me, I was like the first thing when they was like, okay, yo, I had to have what you call a cardiac cath, and I had to have that immediately. Like that was an emergency situation.
That's where they open up the blockage, right? They put a tube and
Well, if they can,
uh-huh.
they what they do is they go through your arteries or whatever, and it's like they visualizing them. And if they can, they'll put a little stent in there, and you good, and you keep moving. Mine was so bad they couldn't do it that way. They had so they was like, okay, I went back to the room. It's like you got to have open heart surgery.
Wait a minute, how old were you?
I'm 52 now, so that was when I was 48.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, what's the matter?
and at that point, I was scared,
Yeah,
but
hell
not
yeah.
really scared. I didn't really get scared until I went to the OR.
Yeah, when everybody's gonna happen, you're here now. You're here now.
And I swear, and it still freaks me out to this day.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to trigger you though. If this is too much, put your hand over your heart and really.
Well, it's too late. If I croak, it's on you. I'm just saying.
Oh my God! I just can't. Somebody
But
who I know, like, what
but
happened?
no, like when I went to the operating room and it was like 20 people in there and me. And I
They all
looked
had on
up.
white coats.
Oh
You're
my
looking
god.
from the top.
Shit was crazy. And I seen the light. It was right above me. And I remember telling the nurse, I was like, oh fuck, this shit real, huh? And she was like, yep. And that's all I remember.
So then, was you there when you woke up? Like, what happened? After
Oh,
that,
wait. Hold on. I skipped a really fucked up part about it too. And I've told this story before, so if you've seen the show before, then turn away. But right before I'm getting ready to go to the to the operating room, it's me, my wife, and the OR tech.
hmm
And this nigga shows up and was like, with a razor blade.
I'm sorry. Can I push pause for a second?
Go ahead.
I shouldn't be thinking this, but all I was thinking was this nigga showed up and said, "Guess who just got reinstated?" Remember that?
Oh, but it's worse though. I'm like, what are you doing with this? He's like, I gotta shave your balls. I'm like, nigga, what? Why nobody tell me this?
What? What does
And
that
I'm
have to
like,
do with your heart?
well, because they had to take a vein from my leg, and if they're unable to do that, they'll do it from your groin. So they gotta have your shit shaved just in case.
Oh wow.
So, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? He's like, oh, don't worry about it. I got experience. And I'm like, nigga, you got experience in shaving balls? That don't make me
What?
feel better.
Have you ever shaved it before? That was your first time
No,
ever having it
that's just
shaved?
weird. No, I had never shaved my balls
I was wondering
before.
if it was the first time you ever had
My
it shaved.
shit ain't been right since too. It's just
Did it
saying.
grow weird? Did you get ingrown?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm sorry. Exactly. I want to know. Like, so what now? What happened?
It's,
It's just, I just want to know what happened.
I'm sorry for anybody watching because this did not go exactly anywhere close to how I
Heart
planned.
attacks. Like I've never met anybody that had 3 heart attacks. This is
Oh,
the this is the radio show we did one that we never knew we needed. So,
oh my
with
god.
the symptoms. Like,
And you know, it has just been. I mean, it's.
have you had to change your diet since then? Like, what happened after that? Like, how long did you have to stay in the hospital? How long do you stay in the hospital after you've had 3 heart attacks? Did that just wheel you out the next day like bathroom?
Well, it gets worse.
Oh my god! Come on with the
Well,
next part of it.
my mama died
Popcorn.
while I was in the hospital. Yeah, I know. It was fucked up. So I called, like the anesthesia, like just stayed with me way too long. It just really fucked me up. So I was kind of just fucked up for a couple of days after the surgery. And I wake up, it finally gets out my system. I wake up, I'm like, damn, I ain't talked to my mama. I called the house, and my stepfather like, yeah, nigga, she died. And he was like, well, she ain't really dead. She fell out of the bathroom and she ain't breathing. So or no, I'll take that back. And her brain ain't working. And my stepfather, God bless this man, but he is a very just he just matter of fact. And my family had decided not to tell me because I had just had a heart attack and they didn't want a nigga to die. Yeah, and so I had to leave the hospital a little bit early, to go plan the funeral and the whole nine like that. It was just it was a wild ass, like, and all of this like she passed away May the 17th, 4 years ago. So this whole little weekend and week is just fucked up for me, really. But it turned me into such a different person. Like what I think was happy before and what I expect the happiness now, it made me so much more focused on the show because I just, my legacy has always been my kids, my grandkids. But like I've had so many superstars on this show that I decided this is gonna be my legacy too. This is gonna be something that they can eat off of when I'm dead. And oh, this is this just really went in a fucked up turn though. Like this got so depressing.
Actually, I'm not depressed. I really feel encouraged actually listening to your story and listening to and other people will be too because the bottom line of it is everything's not all entertainment, right? life be life. And so
Nigga.
when you think about like the resilience, I like to hear stories of people that have overcome, that have been resilient, been down, been broke, been back, bounced back, all type of stuff. Like those are the things that keep me going. So aside from all of the, we having a good time, we having fun, we talk about stuff, but I do lean into those moments where we really have like those transparent feelings of a feeling. You know what I mean? That we
Yeah.
are human beings and we're allowed to have that, and we have to hold space in our hearts um, to identify that and to really feel what that feels like. Because if so, we wouldn't know the joy. We would know what joy is if we didn't know sadness. And so you're a strong brother, and I appreciate you for continuing the show, for making the show what it is. You obviously have taken the time to really curate this thing and make sure that it's going to be entertaining for everybody. So, nah, we with you. And I just want you to be encouraged in that way. Like, I'm here. I'm a regular person. I'll be laughing. Um, but I know when a real recognize real, and you look very familiar, bro. So I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm gonna cry a little bit. Yo, coach, yeah, I can actually read what you said, so she don't have to tell me to holler at you. Yeah, like, bruh, like I'm not about to write shit, and I'm not about to, look, bruh. Like, if you want to write it for me, knock yourself out. But if you make me look like the nigga father on BMF, I'm suing you. So that nigga looks horrible.
Stop. That's right. Stop.
I was like, why they do this man like that?
It's here.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. And I think we kind of have went over a little bit.
Oh, damn. We're gonna have to come back for round two. If you want to just make this a weekly thing, I'm okay with it.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
with the shit. Okay,
look,
I
look,
desire.
don't say shit you don't mean, cause
I desire the shit.
that right, like you, this will be dope. I'm dead ass, and that's why I asked you why you not in front of the camera.
I'm really a nerd, but I'm with it.
That's actually the beautiful part of it. Like, talk to me about some comic books type shit.
I'll take it.
Like we you fucking around. I'm dead ass. Cause this is
Well, listen. Let me say this before we go, because I do have to actually. I'm taking the kids to New York City tomorrow. I gotta get ourselves together. We ain't watching nothing. I still gotta put two loads in before I leave.
I got a load on pause right now. I got to go to my auntie funeral in the morning. So
Well, I'm gonna be wishing you all the strength and peace and prayers for your family. What I did want to say before I leave your people and your beautiful audience is that I hope everybody takes a look at the Center Circle show. It is a labor of love. I filmed it last year during hip hop's 50th anniversary weekend back in August. And so to be able to have this contribution to the culture come out and really be here for the masses to consume, I'm excited to present it. I know payroll is excited to present it. We are all excited for everybody to consume this art and just enjoy it, be in the moment, feel the feeling, and yeah, just take a look at it on TV right now.
and do me, yo, when you post that shit, make me a collaborator. I got you.
Bet.
Yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
do. We'll do.
Yo, and we could definitely have to. I don't know why Rita hung up because she ain't want that work about Jada Kiss. But anyway,
All right, I'll be ready to crack your ass on that letter.
yeah, whatever. When you get back, we're gonna talk about that.
Bet.
All right. This has been a joy. I want to thank you so much. And I'm sorry I didn't get to go over too much.
Oh no, we got all that. We're gonna be doing this every week, my boy.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Don't fuck around because I'll pull up. Anyway, uh, yeah, we gonna do. I'm with you on that. On that note, this is anything you want to say to the people before you dip? Oh, you did already. Yeah, man. Hey, look, we passed peak old man hours. Like this is. I'm usually looking at my eyelids at this time.
I'm gonna be asleep.
Yeah, no, you about to go do them clothes. Fucking around. Actually, I'm about to turn my shit on too. Anyway, on that note, this has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio with the world renowned, fabulous Chauntel, the one. Check her out on Instagram. On that note, we out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Peace. Yo, she better not be bullshitting either. Anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta get up early in the morning and drive to Detroit. On that note, man, yeah, this was totally went left. Yo, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the show. I'm not sure, Coach. Yo, if you want to write this shit, yo, I will sit on the phone and talk to you about it. Just make sure my grandkids get paid in case I croak while we're doing the story. Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.